Sometimes the hard part is doing less. Stay tuned, traders. We'll be right back. G'day traders, Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. It's an overcast morning in Perth, Thursday. Some reasonably decent movement this week, but kind of choppy and a bit funny, but some decent moves on some of the major pairs, especially the pound crosses. Sometimes the hard part is doing less. Trading is one of those pursuits that you feel, especially as a retail trader, you feel compelled that you know, a lot of the misconception out there is that you need to be trading all the time. And as we've talked about in our other videos, one of the most powerful things you can learn to do is to focus on 1, 2, or 3 setups, building your playbook, studying all the different variables around those playbook setups in terms of maybe smaller time frames and entries and risk management, and then waiting. We've talked about this last week about hurry up and wait. And when your playbook setups aren't there, or when there's trade setups that aren't quite your ideal setup, but there's movement, the market will entice you or, lure you into wanting to trade. And sometimes they could be, good opportunities, good risk reward opportunities. I had this conversation last night with a good friend of mine, and it's easier for me to sit and wait because my setups are 5 and 10 to 1. And although there's been some decent momentum trades, they're not really my core playbook. They're not part of my playbook setups. And often, even though they look like good opportunities and they could have been profitable trades, the discipline for myself is being okay with not trading and waiting for those textbook setups, because I know they're going to come. And sometimes there's 4 or 5 of them in 1 week. But often it's hard to do less because, if you come from a working background where the harder you work, the better you do. It's like, study and academics and sport. You work hard at something. We're conditioned to work hard and be working at harder at something to realize those fruits of our efforts quickly. And trading doesn't work like that. That can actually backfire on you because you feel like you need to be trading because you're a trader. You can enter into trade setups that might not be your ideal best playbook trade setups. The risk reward may not be there that you need. You may take some small losses or some losses on trades that aren't part of your playbook. And then when your playbook trade comes along, there's a little bit of dent into your psychological capital or your confidence maybe. And you're not quite ready to pull the trigger on your best A-trade setup. Or when you do, it wipes out part of your losses and you make some money. But it would have been better had you just waited, done less, and been okay with not trading until those setups showed up. Now, these are only questions that you can answer for yourself. But we talk about this in the 7-step daily routine for high-performance traders, building the routines around the daily habits and rituals that will condition you to become an elite performer and mastering your own trade setups. I try to fill my day with everything that needs to be done prior to me going onto the screen. Now, I do have some Asia playbook setups that I look for, but when they're not there, they might show up 1 day a week, and I don't always get them. But on the days where I know that they're definitely not going to be there, I just, I've got an 8-hour window roughly to go and get everything else done, so that when I come to the screen, I'm relaxed, I'm prepared, and I'm ready to go through my charts to see how things have evolved since the US close into the Asia close. So sometimes it's hard to do less on the screen, less trading. But again, one of the things that I've learned by blowing up a lot of small trading accounts in the past is that I don't get paid for trading all the time. I get paid for taking my best playbook setups, and when I find those best playbook setups, going in heavy. And sometimes you take losses with that, but when you take winners, they're big. They're bigger winners, and it wipes out all your losers. But those are, 5 and 10 to 1 risk reward types trade scenarios. So, the longer that I stick to that plan, the more I realize that the real money is waiting, like Jesse Livermore said, by sitting and waiting for the opportunities to present. And like Jen Rogers said, waiting for the easy money to be sitting over in the corner so you can just walk over and pick it up. So sometimes it's harder to do, less traders. Stay disciplined, stay focused. Focus on risk reward setups where you can take an entry into a trade and you have the opportunity to significantly have multiples of your risk in that trade outcome. So have a great trading week, and may the markets go with you.
Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High-Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.